How you're doing, Ralfy here, Ralph Customs, frame shop. Time for another vlog. Before we start, we've got a fucking mail call. We've got a manila envelope all the way from the US of A, and it is from Tom Knott at the Hilltop Machine Works. Fucking hell, Tom, if you see this, I'm sorry, I ain't sent yours out. I'll get on it this week. I'm so fucking busy. He sent me, look, a fucking little cooler warmer, holder upper. I use one of these at home all the time. I'll take it at home and cherish it. Thank you so much. A couple of really cool fucking badass stickers, at least one of which is going on the fucking toolbox. And what he sent me, which is, it's a little bit of nothing, but it is so fucking appreciated and so useful, Tom, is a stereo metric equivalent, millimetres to decimals, and decimals to millimetres, fractions to millimetres. I'll use that all the fucking time. Thank you so much. Lots of love. I'll try and remember to put a link in that corner to his channel. Go check him out. There he is. Yeah, next to Hog Parts and fucking Lowbro and Westlands and Iron Horse and fucking Get Lowered and States. These are fucking gleaming. Do some wicked tools. These do vapor blasting. Fucking hell. Here's my Aussies. There's Carl and the gang. Carl, Karen and Homeless the dog. Matty. Max. It's Harold at fucking ARW. And so on and so forth. Gary. Aaron. Hypnobats. Check out Hypnobats. Fucking gleaming stuff. And fucking Rusty Knocks. And so on and so forth. The necklace, you know. So we're getting fucking rammed. I'm getting rammed out with the fucking stickers. Keep them coming. If you got one to send me, we'll do a swap. Happy days. So it's Monday morning. I'm having my coffee. Looking at what's in. I'm waiting for parts and the go-ahead to get back on that. That's due out. That should have gone out Saturday, but there was complications. Well, it didn't turn up. I need to get on that. I've got parts and stuff to get on that, so that could have a day. That needs fork seal and the carb off. And cleaning out and checking the pilot jet. That needs a fork seal and a good clean. That I'm waiting for parts on. That's this month's next big job. Frame. I'm going to do a full little rigid frame for that. That I can actually jump on and do some work on. This XS 750 that's under the covers here. I finally got hold of an igniter box, so we can try and fix some wiring together somehow and see if we can get it fired up. Dean's other chop, the brake things come that I ordered, the brake calipers go the fucking wrong way around. So I don't know, it's fucking just got to the stage where it's fighting me. And that's mine and not being done at the minute because I'm doing my Triumph, which I can mount the tank properly, mount the seat properly as soon as the mudguard comes. I'm waiting for the fucking mudguards, it's taking forever. Look at the side stands, look at the forwards, look at the slab yoke, disc spacers, electrics box, chain guard if I'm having one, CC bar, backlight, headlight, worry, we're about there, coils, exhaust, camera lights action. So we'll see how it goes through the course of this week. Oh, fucking hell. It's a fresh one. I'm just looking down as I'm stumbling around before I go. I'm going to take a photo for my morning posts. Let's see how Ponderosa. Happy days. And I'll inset the photo I'm about to take. So, just been in the Thunderbox. We've had a visit to the Thunderbox while we're patiently awaiting. Sorry, fingers. Swapping hands to do that. Patiently awaiting that to kaplunk off, which I think we're about fucking on time for if we hang around for a sec. Looks about fucking through to me. Just lean on it a little bit. The problem is if you put too much assistance on this end, it's not going to do it. It's catching there, look. So I'll free that off and that'll cook. If you put too much weight on that free end, it fucking pops the blade off. There we go. That's what it needs. It needs a bit of slack there, so the bearing's not hitting the fucking vice, don't it? Quick squirt of fucking lube. That's what separates us from the animals. And hopefully, any second now, boosh, off with his head. Right, so we've got a misty lens. I've got a DRO in bits on the fucking this X-axis, look. It's fucking loose on its carriage. It's coming loose, Captain, so I need to get that sorted. It's thrown me right fucking off making these. Where is it? I've got one made. What are you doing with the fucker? Come on. Oh, it's in the fucking chuck, you dickhead. So, yeah. Making these is proving painful because the DRO's all over the place and I don't trust it. So, the reason is it's come fucking loose, which has happened twice now. So, I'll get on and sort that fucker out. That's this morning's jollies making a start on this frame, but I'm struggling because of the fucking DRO. Innit? Sorted, geezer. Well, here we are, look. Now, here's a few things that I'm going to share. A few secrets, tips of the trade, when it comes to the mounting of parts. Yeah, I'm on my 900 Triumph. And I'm mounting the tank and the seat and the mudguard. And what I use is various little wedges, like this screwdriver that's just shoved under there. Look, I've upset it now because I'm trying to show you with one hand, but it's fine. Wooden wedges are great. You can get them in places and just prop things. So you can just prop it where you need it, and then make sure that it's true while you're getting a bracket on or putting a tack on or something similar. Magnets. I use welding magnets loads. When it comes to eyeing things up, this is invaluable, the old angle finder. So we set a datum. I went off this engine plate, set it to 0 or 90, and then put it on there and replicate that through 90 degrees. So you know that when that tank's sat at 90 on there or 0, depending on how you did it, it's fucking straight to the frame, to the engine, and happy days, isn't it? Because sometimes you look and you're eyeing up and it looks on the piss, but you don't know why. You can't get it. Try it the other way, not sure. Numbers don't lie. But also it needs to look right. So I do a lot of this mocking up. See, I've got a tool roll on there. There's a tool roll on my shovel head. It lives there permanently. Not only is it there because it's a shovel head and you might need points, condenser, spanner, tape, whatever. Although we all carry a mobile phone and have a green flag AARAC, delete as necessary card nowadays, don't we? Well, I don't. I've got fucking brothers with vans, like, you know. Just message one of the bros to come and bail me out if they can. But it's all right to mock things up, to put things on and look at it. I'm looking now, thinking that petrol tank. Do I want it up a bit, down a bit, left a bit, right a bit? You know, it's like the fucking golden shot. And also, what you can't see is that you fucking have a brew. Sit back, have a fucking brew. I'll sit here, look, on this chair, and I'll have a look. And I fucking like it. I don't think we're far off. There's nothing a mile out on that. So I can start to build on that. There you go. So we're onwards and upwards. There's the headstock that I made for Tony's W650 that's now coming down the line. And I'm just making the axle plates. So if you follow the series, it's got its own little playlist, you'll see what I'm up to. making the front end. There's the front of the frame, there's the back of the frame. We'll put those bits there in the middle, with the engine for a start off, but we'll allow provision for the front end and the back end. And as soon as the tube arrives, we'll get it on the fucking jiggerini-rooney and get on with that. Again, if you follow my playlists, you'll see. I'm really not sure about the handlebars. I think when they need to be taller. Trying to get this a nice framed shot of this, which I can't because these fucking parts where it is, the tattoo studio's fucking in the way. But there you go. Things are getting mounted. I'm doing really well. I'm really pleased with that so far. It's looking fucking great. And so we go on to the W650. That's getting a rip down today. And put up on the jig. I'm having a right fucking game getting the tube in. And I'm going to show you up there, look. There's something, it's like someone's up there chucking stones at the fucking roof. I don't know if the parapet on the roof next door's crumbling and depositing little chunks of fucking concreteness onto my roof. Where every time it happens, I shit myself. Anyway, strip that out today. And I've got an arduous task that I've been putting off. We all have drawers like this in a toolbox. We did Toolbox Tuesday for a while. And I cleared most of mine out. These are all metric. These are all imperial. They're all big sockets in the bottom which I try to get to. And so on and so forth. There's two I didn't do. There's my random nuts and bolts one. Stainless nuts and bolts and odd fastenings. And my overspill from my Allens. And odds and sods, because my Allens live there. And on sockets in there, you know. So I've definitely got to get on with that. And then there's me, normal, the Oracle. Let's consult the Oracle. I need another tub. I need to get these fuckers cleared up and looking decent. Same with these. This is my assemblage. It's when I bolt things together. I've got these bright zinc. I wouldn't leave them permanently as a fixing. Did you hear that then? That's one of me fucking parcels from above. And they're fucking spreading out as they do, don't they? It's like fucking morph spinning overnight and they're slowly fucking crumbling the way along, spreading out. So that needs a fucking quick once over, as we say. So we've got a bit of domesticating this morning. It's going to finish my week, that is. I'm going to email the very nice people I buy tubing from again and say, where the fuck's my tube? Because I wanted to get putting some tubes in today. I can still get a backbone in. I've got that tube. And I'll double check my stock, but I don't think I've got fuck all other tube. And here endeth the week. Okay. Can you spot the fucking transformation? Better, innit? Yeah, quick tidy up, nuts and bolts that I use to put things together while I'm fitting, we'll call that. Fitting them up. Did you see the glitch in the matrix then when the camera jumped? And we've tidied our fucking top drawer. We've got extraction and a bit of miscellaneous. Impact wrench, driver, old school, proper fucking bit of kit they are. If you don't know what they are, find out. And some bits, some screwdriver bits in a case. And my miscellaneous Allen keys to go with my organised-ish Allen keys to go with my in the fucking case-ish Allen wrenches. So I think we've got that covered. You may notice an absence of W650. Oh, there's crumbs, there's a trail, look. It's a back wheel I've just been measuring off, 20 millimetres. Just over 3/4 of an inch. From the inside of what would be the swing arm, but it'll be the plates on this, to the edge of the sprocket. So we can line up the engine. Look, it's fell over. Engine's fell over. We need to resurrect this. Fucking hell, it's got a bit of gravity. I don't mind telling you. I use the hoist to get it up here, but I'm now moving it around. It's on its side because I've just extracted it from the frame. There's our Tony's frame that's been chopped and rigidity and done fucking this, that and the other too, and we're replacing that with a nice shiny new one with a bit of a gooseneck. Same sort of stance. And that leaves my brace of beauties that I'll struggle to get all in shot, but I fucking love that bike. And the Triumph's coming together nicely. Follow the series. I found some better quality sprung saddle springs, because let's face it, they're a bit shit. I've lost some weight, but I ain't fucking Tinkerbell, am I? I'm not even Christopher Biggins fucking pretending to be fucking Tinkerbell in Panto. There's the love of my life, apart from family, of course. And that leaves me setting this up, ready for the tube that's still not fucking here. But we'll press it. Here's a quick one, noisy one, because I've left the lathe running, because I can't be asked to turn the fucking wireless off, otherwise I get a copyright strike if fucking twat tube picks up on a song. So I've got them at spacers to space the axle plates out, and I'm yet to drop on a job where I've actually got them, so I'm getting the right collection. And these are going to be 85 because we've got 230 wide the back end's going to be. Yeah, it's offset slightly at the minute, but we're not having that, we're having it symmetrical, thanks. So we've got half of 230 is 115. Less half of this box is 85, so there's your 85s. Now we need to make some top hats. We need to make some of these. Look, these are 25mm on the skinnet, but they're too big to go through the axle plate, so we need to machine some that are 17mm for where the spindle goes through. And I'm just roughing this off. I just wanted to show you the 100th thou cut, look, because this cut's beautiful at 100th thou, this material. Look at that. That is just happy days. Yeah. And so on and so forth. So we'll get those made. And then we'll have, this is about in place now. It's nice and central there. Try and eye you up down the string, look. Good enough for the Romans. And it's 2 inch longer at the front than standard, and 3 inch longer at the back than standard. So I reckon that'll give us the lines we need. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm just machining this, ready to get the frame tubing in, which is going to be next fucking week now, because they've let me down on the delivery. Not their fault. Not their fault. I'm working with them. But happy days. So really all it leaves me to do is wrap up this week's vlog by thanking you as ever for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you're a new or an old subscriber, give us a thumbs up. It makes a huge difference to me. And I'll catch you next week. Follow the series on this W650 build for regular updates. And have a great one. Lots of love.